Consummate V's. I said consummate V's. Sheesh. Guy wouldn't know majesty if it came up and bit him in the face. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Xerath Prevails. Now, we've all been working really hard on the KRAYT raid and trying to get the good comps, and there's some really pretty cool and innovative things happening right now, but what I want to show you is the 4-man Jabba team. You can do it in 2 minutes, you can make it consistent, you don't have to put god mods on. I'm doing it for my alternate account with way worse mods than my main account, and those mods that are just going to live on these characters. You can do this, guys. You probably have to match speeds with me, at least pretty close. You can experiment if you want, but that's certainly something. I think you guys can do this, and this cuts out having to farm Skiff Guard Lando. I mean, you need him at Relic 5, but whatever, like, eventually you want him Relic 8, but right now, a 4-man team is really nice, and then you can use Skiff Guard Lando somewhere else with some other bounty hunters or something. So, really cool stuff. I did want to shout out my patrons. You guys are amazing. Thank you all so much for your support. I truly appreciate all of you. You guys are amazing. I couldn't do this without you. I really appreciate it, guys. And just a reminder, folks, if you want to support this channel for free, all you've got to do is like, subscribe, comment, do something to help me mount the algorithm. The algorithm is mounting the KRAYT Dragon so consistently, it's almost like the algorithm likes it. But let's get on with it, folks. Let's actually get into the game real quick. And I want to show you mods for just 1 second, or at least stats. You don't need to see the mods that much. Jabba, all you really need to see is his speed, which isn't too crazy. I mean, it looks like a huge number, but 539, it's pretty approachable as far as everything goes. He's only Relic 8 here, folks. So I mean, we're going for 2.7, right? So everyone's going to be 7 or 8 or 9. Chrysanthemum is a 9, but that doesn't matter. Like, he just gets eaten. He gets turned into puke pretty dang quick. And so he's not my favorite. You're not my favorite. Sorry, Chrysanthemum. Don't kill me. 258 is his speed. It really, like, how survivable they all are. It matters maybe a little bit, but not too much. Chrysanthemum especially not. How survivable is puke? Not survivable, or something. So Boosh, I guess we can look at a couple different stats. So first off, you're not going to. Boosh is hanging out with Boba, and therefore she is she's just going to be more healthy. That's just how it is. That's how it's built. You can't really take advantage of her being less healthy than Boba. You could probably finagle it, but I don't think it's really that worth it. And then for speed, she's not that fast. Honestly, guys, I put offense set and protection or potency set on her. So a little bit of potency extra. Like, that's not really the point. She's going to be able to apply all of her stuff fairly well. And then her damage, she actually does special damage. She does a little over 15,000 on special damage. She doesn't really have crit chance or anything, and the KRAYT Dragon just ignores our feeble attempts to crit him anyway. So Boosh is, yeah, my main account has way better mods for my Boosh on that one, but we're not on my main account. I wanted to show you guys something that's maybe a little more approachable. So we've got Boba Fett here. He's the one who really wants all the stats here. I do have an offense set. I was trying to use a crit damage set, folks, and it's a good set, but you don't crit against the KRAYT Dragon. He's not called the KRAYT Dragon. He's called the KRAYT Dragon, aka the KRAYT Avoid Dragon. I don't know. It's weird, but okay, so his speed 281. Keep in mind that we do have an offense arrow on him, so the speed is decent, but it's a little bit tougher to get. You don't absolutely have to have all the offense, but I do have a crit damage triangle just in case I ever do crit. This is pretty nice, and it just kind of shuts down the fight immediately. I don't have any added potency, guys. I tried for a while, and you know, like, Boosh pretty consistently applies her stuff. She's able to apply the sorry guys, I'm really tired. That she's able to apply her grenades all the time, but she's like a natural 160 or something like that. Like it's a lot of work to get Boba higher, and you just like the dots, you're gonna apply them anyways. It just takes a little bit of time, and you don't actually have to be applying dots anyway. So yeah, so potency would probably be nice if you could also do all this. And then I do have 11,000 damage on him, and the crit chance, I added crit chance set. I mean, maybe you could add a potency set instead. That might help a little bit instead of the crit chance, because you just don't crit that much, guys. Like I keep saying, I made all these bad KRAYT dragon jokes. Remember? All right, this thing is just dragging on, isn't it? Let's get to the game. Let's get to the video, shall we? I did this 5 times for you. I recorded it on my phone because it was taking too long to try to click it. It was too frustrating on the computer. So we'll just walk through it here, guys. All right, so the KRAYT dragon comes out. He's already eaten that freaking bantha. Now you remember on my initial video, I was just destroying all of these, all of the traps, all of the snacks is what I've been calling them. You don't really do that with Boba here. We've got to be a little more conscious of what we have available. So just do a basic. You guys can see the damage here. Yeah, so now we want the first move of Jabba to be throwing the thermals so that he can't gain buffs. We don't want the KRAYT dragon to gain any buffs. Now he's gonna vomit all over us. That bantha turned into puke pretty dang quick. And now Boosh is always blinded from this. So you throw a thermal detonator, and it doesn't hit the KRAYT dragon, but it does hit the inanimate things. Like, you don't really want all of those thermals to go away off of the KRAYT dragon. So it explodes, it does damage, and yeah, we're good to go. Just do a basic with Boba, and eventually we get Chrysanthemum to come back and regrow all that stuff. Remember, guys, the default for most of these characters is a basic. So throw the thermal. Now with Jabba, pretty soon we're going to use that first special, the middle ability, but not yet. That today is not that day or something. So we did destroy all of those snacks. We got 2 of them back, and we're just getting ready for Chrysanthemum to be eaten. So just do a basic that calls these 2 weaker guys to assist. KRAYT dragon hits Jabba over the head, bops him over the head like he's little bunny foo-foo, and now so we could just use the ballista, but there's not a ton of point. Why don't we just do basics here, guys? Just do basics. We're hoping to kill the KRAYT dragon before he submerges. That's pretty rare. You see a lot of videos floating around of people doing that, and I've done it like 3 times, but it didn't happen to me too often. And all right, so the idea here, guys, is to build up all of those debuffs on KRAYT so that you can do one big execute with Boba, and right now you're just not ready for it. Even though he's about to submerge and you need to do your rocket strike before he submerges, you just don't have enough debuffs, and so you kind of play this game of chicken, and if you've matched my speeds the same way, like, you'll be able to see it, that there's only one real path that you can take. So you just do a basic here, you know, and Boosh assists, and you're just gonna do yeah, you want to throw a thermal with Jabba. And remember, the first one is going to be a call to assist, and it also cleanses. In case your guys are dazed, it cleanses you. So now Boosh just going to throw some more thermals. We're at about 1,000,000 damage, 1.1, and then we do our execute. Didn't do enough, guys. Didn't do that much. So we're at 1.9, and he submerges. So now have Jabba point at one of those explosives, one of the snacks, and just have him call someone to assist. And as long as they're not both dazed or something, then everyone gets cleansed. And now Boosh, you kind of wanted to do that with Jabba before Boosh goes, because now she's going to throw her thermal, and it's going to nuke all of the thermals that are on the dragon and make him stand up and get you a decent amount of damage. So we're 2.1 now. do a double tap with Boba, and then at that point, Rancor comes in and finishes off KRAYT. Alright, and that took less than 2 minutes, folks. I know that it didn't take less than 2 for me to explain it, but we're just going to zoom through this now. No pausing. Well, maybe a couple pauses. Who knows? Who freaking knows, guys? So I just did 5 runs in a row to show you guys. After I had already done like 5 in a row, I was like, oh, I should be recording this. So, alright, KRAYT Dragon comes out, and you just do a basic with Boba. And then you prevent buffs from occurring on the KRAYT Dragon. You don't want those buffs. He vomits the Bantha on you. And then you just you explode all the thermals so that or the explosives so that you can heal everyone. And then Chrysanthemum regrows some of the snacks because he's about to be one. He's like, hey, I know how to prepare these. They're like me. And yeah, so we're just doing basics, trying to figure out when the best time for Boba is going to be able to explode things. Jabba calls them to assist here and cleanses them if they have any daze. I think the last 3 that someone gets dazed. Alright, so we're starting to get more debuffs. You can see Boba, rocket to the face, not quite at 2 million yet. Wonder, do I have 1 fail here? I forget. Maybe even a couple. Who knows? Alright, call someone to assist and blow up the snacks. Now Boosh, who can't miss the dragon because she doesn't have the blind on her. But yeah. Once you get in range, guys, once you get within about 500,000, have the Rancor go and just punch the KRAYT Dragon in the face if you want. It's not completely necessary. Like, a lot of people are like, oh yeah, I never use the Rancor. And I'm like, well, that's cool for you, I guess. Like, the Rancor can be handy. Just finish off the fight. Again, that took 2 minutes. Alright, 3 more to go, guys. So, basic from Boba. Prevent buffs on the KRAYT Dragon. Remember, you want to prevent buffs on the KRAYT Dragon every time that it's about to change, like, its form, kind of. Like, when it's about to go into this stance to be able to eat someone, and then when he goes into, like, he's about to bury himself, then you're also going to want to prevent debuffs, or prevent buffs from him. There we go. So the first one is call them to assist to make sure they don't have any debuffs on them. And then we're doing the best we can. Not too many buffs there. No crits, as you can see. He burrows. Point at one of the snacks. Boom. Explode all the things. Have him stand up. Alright, we're at 2 million. I guess let's send in the Rancor, see what he can do. Okay, so 2.5 now. And Boosh is gone. Boba's just about gone. Not looking great. Alright. Looks like we just barely got there. Yeah, I think I probably did like 13 in a row that were successful. Well, maybe there were like 2 within that range that it was like a 2.68 or something like that. Like, they killed us just before we finished. So 2 more to go, guys. 2 more to go. That's all. It's exhausting, I realize. I'm exhausted. I need to go to bed. But we gotta discuss this stupid KRAYT Dragon. I'm hoping this will be a good resource for people. So, shoot with Boba, hopefully double taps. It's kind of aggravating that it's just random. Get to about 150,000 damage here. And then explode the thermals. We're blinded. so it doesn't actually get rid of the thermals on the Krayt Dragon himself. Regrow some snacks. Alright, eats Chrysanthemum. And now, if we were dazed, this would be a little bit worse, but we're not. So yeah, just do some basics here. Call everyone to assist just in case they are dazed, and even if they aren't, that's just a good habit to be in. Make sure he can't receive buffs, buff immunity. We're at 1.3. Then we have enough stacks to do some damage. No crit again. He goes and buries his face. Call someone to assist there with the basic. AoE brings out the worm. Now we're at 2.1 here. We're getting kind of close. Yeah, look at all that damage we're doing now. Rancor comes in, clubs the Krayt Dragon in the face. And one more, guys. Just one more. We got this. I didn't do this live just because I already had all the footage. I'm tired of doing this. I think the last one, we just accept the I was like, I'm not going to mess with this at all anymore. We're just submitting the damage. So that's a thing. This is kind of a nice little jump for my account, though. I was just doing the 1.2 damage, so 1.2 million. So this is a pretty substantial increase. Blow up the thermals. Just do basics. Cook the snacks. Do not call to assist. Just do a basic. That does call an assist, but don't call. Okay, so see how Boosh is dazed? We really want her to be able to assist. So we'll cleanse here. Call the mass assist. Make sure that you can't get buffs. Just throw the stupid dragon's face. Is this the time? Do we pull the trigger? Oh, look at that, guys. We actually did the crit. Finally. And now he's almost dead. Shoot one of the snacks to cleanse everyone. Explode the thermals, get him out of there. And let's just shoot the harpoon at him for the last 25k. That's it, folks. That's it. Hope this was helpful. Hopefully it's a good resource for the years and decades to follow. Thank you all so much for watching. And remember that in all things, Xerath prevails.